So after you make the mold, next stage is pouring of the resin, of the epoxy, of the liquid, which is called epoxy resin. So like I have explained earlier, you have to, there is hardener and resin. So you'll choose accordingly whether it is 2:1 or 3:1. So all you have to do is mix both the things together and mix it thoroughly. Thoroughly you mix it and make sure it is like absolutely mixed. It will, you will just come to know with the change of the color. First it will be foggy and then it will just turn into a clear substance, clear liquid. So that time you'll understand that it's cured, it's mixed. And make sure the sides are also wiped. The sides of the container is also wiped. I mean, it is mixed from that, because sometimes resin is stuck. It does not mix together very well if the sides are avoided. So mix it thoroughly for like 2-3 minutes. As Once you are satisfied that the mixing is done, so now all you have to do is place the woods. Place the woods in your mold. Place it like however you need it, as you can see in the video. Just place it and just keep some weight on top of it. Just seal it. Seal the wood on the surface. Like how you'll seal it, there are a lot of options. Like you can either use silicone to keep it grounded, or you can just keep some weight on top of it, or you can just clip it on. So there are a lot of other techniques to it. You can even use epoxy, use a coat of epoxy and seal it. So there are a lot of other ways to do it also, but basically all you have to do is keep the wood fixed, so that it will not move when you do your pouring and all. Once the wood is fixed, so now is the time to do the pouring. Pouring is very simple. You just have to pour, as the name suggests, pour the epoxy. Just remember, this pouring is done in multiple stages according to the thickness of your project. If it is 1 inch or 2 inch or whatever sizes, so you have to always remember, right now in India we only do half an inch per time. In one go we just can only do half inch. That is very safest thing. Otherwise when it starts reacting, it will give out a lot of heat and there will be a lot of bubbles and it will just be difficult. So safe side, safely what you have to do is, when you do the pouring, it has to be just maximum, it should not go above half an inch at a time. So half an inch at the time you do it, the first pour, and then you have to wait for like for 24 hours till it cures, and then you do the next pours until you reach the final on the top, on your surface. So this pouring is done in multiple layers. So just remember that you cannot do it in one go. If you do it in one go, so it will just spoil your project. So you have to be patient and you have to do it in these stages, and half inch you have to do the pouring. So this is the pouring stage.